Let's see the merge request. Okay, we have a lot of merge requests. Let's see the changes. This is created by Nitesh. Okay, let's merge this. Next is this one created by Sanjay. Okay, good. Let's merge it. Okay, let's go to this one is Divya. Okay, so she created text files also. Okay, let's go to next one. This is Sai Shankar. Okay, after this. Okay, next is Ram. Let's merge it. Only thing I'll check if you have worked on your folder, whether project is working or not. You have to double check it. I'll not go into each branch and see if project is working as expected. Okay, next is styling. Nothing, no change. Gayatri has created PR, but there are no changes. Then what is the use of this PR? So I'll close this one since this does not have any changes. Okay. Something is wrong with this one. So many changes should not be there. You cannot commit the node modules folder. How come the node module folder is committed? Do you have a git ignore file or no?
I have git ignore.
Also, we don't change devices.json. So what you have to do? never commit the git ignore. You have to check before you commit. You have to check why git ignore node module is there. It should not be there. Okay, so you have to go this branch, delete the node modules folder, and then commit it. Then push the changes and revert this one. This should also not change. I don't know why this file is changed. readme is okay. Maybe this expo folder also should not change. I don't know why it's changed. Maybe you can do. Okay, let me do it for you. Maybe let's see. Okay, it's a little challenge. Let me create a new window. Okay, let's see if I can do for you. Okay, now let's check out your branch. What is your branch?
Yes.
this one, right? Okay, so node module folder should not come. Expo folder should also not come. Why is there not? Okay, for me, if you see, Expo is not committed. It's out in the Git. Let's see why. See, no module is there. I don't know why. See, for me, Expo is also not there.
Right.
This also not there. So,
Oh.
and what change you have done it? Let's see what change you have done it. In the
I remove package JSON lock.
only that one, and you got so much problem with this one. Let's double check it. Okay, let's double check it. Otherwise, I will delete this branch and
Yeah.
only change in the app.js. I'm just thinking what change you did in app.js. Only all these changes are not needed. Let me see what change you did in app.js. Okay, so why not you, I'll delete this branch. I'll give you this code. I don't know. One second, I'll give you this code which you can replace. I don't know what change you did it. Let's double check it here if I can see Git history. This one, not this one, the Kate one, sorry. Okay, package.lock is deleted. Okay, do it again in your new branch. I cannot take this branch. This one is
Sure.
not good.
I will create a new branch.
Yeah, let's close
Okay.
this one.
Mm.
And let's see the branches. Where is the branches? Okay, this one branch, I'll delete this branch.
Mm.
25, yeah. Let's delete this branch. Right. Okay, so this branch is deleted. Any other merge request? No merge request, okay. Yeah, so we are good now. So here I will create, I created 2 files. Let's create the third one for today. First I'll go to branch. Git branch, currently the branch is main one, git pull. I'll take all the changes. Okay, I'll create a new branch, git checkout minus B, and today is MK June 30. Okay, I'll push for now. So branch is on the server now. Okay, now I can Okay, now what I will do, I will create a new file and copy this as 2030. Okay, so this is a, what is this lesson number? This is lesson 0004. Okay, let's move this like lesson 4. Okay, last time we did the styling, and we saw the box modeling and the flex layout, but we concentrated on the column one. Today we will just revise some of the flex layout with the row. Okay, so these two are very important. Just go over the column again and again, and row we'll do today. We'll do similarly. It's very fast because once you know the column, row is similar. Okay, so let's go to the row one. I am in my project. I'll start the yarn. And many people say they don't see this Expo Go. So make sure your network connection and the mobile network should be the same network, and then you can see in the Expo Go. Otherwise it will be failed every time. So if it's failing, you have to just take the screenshot of your network. Network I cannot see here, but I can see on another monitor. I have to take the screenshot network, take the screenshot of the network on the phone, and the error which you're getting. 3 screenshots I need to see what is the problem. So now I'll scan this code. Okay, scanning is going on. Scanning is going on. See, this is okay. So this is the one. So we were doing the alignment on that day on the column side. Flex direction is column. By default, flex direction is column. And if we want to do row wise, we have to change the flex direction to row, and then we can see all the elements in the row. So this is a project 3, and project 4 is positioning, which we will do today. But let's create the flex project 4 as a flex row direction. Okay, so I'll create one more file. This is project 3. Let me create, this is the project 4. So let's make the project 4 as I'll make the project 4 as flex direction row, and there will be project 5, which will come soon today, is positioning. Okay, now I can see flex direction row. So let's do all our work of flex direction row in project 4. First I'll copy all the project 3 things in project 4, and then I will manipulate it. Okay, this is 4. Okay, now flex direction row is project 4. It is same as project 3. Okay, let's start again now. Now, if you see, we have to define the flex direction, either it's a row or column. So let's define the flex direction as a row. If I change the flex direction row, you will see all the elements are side by side in one single row, because I change it to row. Next, once you define the flex direction, we have to define either justify content, and align items. Justify content is along the main axis. In the flex direction row, main axis is on the from the left to right or from top to bottom. In the flex direction row, where is the main axis? From left to right or top to bottom?
Left to right.
left to right. Main direction is left to right. So justify content is from left to right. Okay. So if I give justify content to flex start. Okay. So the flex start. Okay. Let's remove this flex one. If you give the flex start as so it will start from the left side. It is the start from the left side. If I give the justify content flex end, it will start from the it ends in the end on the right side. What are the other values? Center. Let's try to give the justify center. Justify content as center. So all the elements will be on the center. Next, let's go to space around. If I go space around, then you will see there is a space around the elements. And if I give space between, you will see let's reload it. I can press R in the terminal to reload it. So I give the space between. So first will be at the start on the left side, and the last will be on the right side, and there will be space in between. And third one is the space evenly. If I put the space evenly, you will see space on the left side, middle are equally spaced. And let's do the flex start now. Now next is align items. If I don't give align items, okay, let's remove the height of this one. Let's give the height to the parent one. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I remove the flex one because it was taking the whole space. I give the height of 100, so it is taking 100. Now I haven't defined the align items right here on this parent one. So can anyone tell me why the child is taking the whole space of whatever height it is? Child 1, child 2, child 3. Why it is taking the whole space? Anyone? The reason is align item is by default is a stretch. So it stretches to whole height which we have. So if I change it to align items to a stretch which is by default, so it will be same what you see without align items. Okay, and then if I choose this to center, you will see all the elements are in the
Sir, I have one doubt.
And if I change it to flex end, if I change this align item to flex end, it goes down. If I put flex start, it goes to the top. And if I don't pass, it is by default stretch, and it will take the whole stretch of the height, whatever height is assigned to the parent one. Is the align items clear? How we are doing align items? It is similar to what we did on the column one. It is same here, stretch. Okay, so this is a stretch one. So the first property we saw is a row or column, and justify content by default it is flex start. Align item by default it is stretch. It takes the whole height in the case of the row, and in case of the column it will take the whole of the width. Now we will see the child properties. There are two child properties we have to see. One is the flex and one is the align cell. If I do flex on this one, flex equal to 1, you will see the child 1 is taking the most of the space and 2 and 3 are just squeezed on the right side. But if I do flex to second one also, so you will see 1 and 2, let's make it 1 both. 1 and 2 have the same width and third one is squeezed kind of thing. If I put flex 3 here also, then third one, let's put flex 1. So third, all three are of equal width. And if I try to make this flex 2, then second one is bigger 2 times than the first and third. If I make this 4, this will be bigger 4 times than the first and third. So depend on what you want to achieve, you have to put flex 1, 2 or 3, then the space will be taken that much. Rather than putting width, it is better to put a flex 1 so you can get the full spacing. Now, this is the flex. These two properties are assigned to the child 1, not the parent 1. Flex 1 should be assigned to the child 1, not the parent 1. But parent is also child of something. If I put here also flex 1, then it is since it is a child of something, it is taking the whole space because it is also child. I don't want it now. Now also, what align self does, align self overrides the property of align item. Let's say you have the align item stretch, but you want some child, let's say you want child 2 to be flex start. So you can override it for some of the child if you want. So let's say if I put align items, align self equal to flex start. So you will see the child 2 is flex start, other 2 are stretch, because other 2 have default property of align item stretch, but the child 2 has the property of flex start in the top. I can put this on the center also. So this child 2 only goes to center, other 2 are at the same level. Okay, is that clear? Is align self clear? Okay, so now I will okay, so tomorrow I will create some exercises for you. Let me find on internet so that I will give you some task for the positioning. Okay, so make sure you are thorough in this, in the flex 1, the direction justify align content with the row and column. So tomorrow I'll give you a lot of exercises and you have to arrange the elements as I tell you, so that I should know you have understood the flex concept. Okay, so this is the flex concept. So now I'll give you this project 4. You can put it in your branch and see if it is running as I showed here. I will put it in the class. I just give you the project 4. Just run it in your mobile and see if it is working. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Is it working? Okay, Gayatri is saying yes. Okay. So let's move to next one, the project file. I will create a new one, project file. And in that I'll create a new file, project file.js. So let me copy the project 4 now in project file, and then I will do the changes. And I'll call this project file here in the home page. That is about the positioning. And then I will also add this in the app.js project file. Okay, let's add the file. Okay, so we can see project file is similar now to project 4, but we'll do the changes now. So let me go to project file and do some changes before we go. Let's copy this view 2 times. Since I have to copy it 2 times, I will create a parent view and put this view here, and then I'll put it again. So we have 2 copies of this one. Let's also put margin top equal to, let's say, 20. Okay, so we have margin top 20. So we have the space between the two div. Okay. So let me change this to default direction of column, and let's remove the align cell. Okay, and then let's remove the flex also. Okay. Line item, I don't need this one because it is by default, it is like that. Okay, so this is the base starting point, and now we'll start our positioning. So let me write down the positioning here. So positioning, this is the third thing which we are doing. First thing, we did the box modeling. Second thing, we did the flex layout, and this is the third thing we are doing, that is the positioning. See, in the positioning, there are 2 times. So you are facing, Sonu Singh, you are facing connectivity issue. So I want you to install the visor. This is a visor, and then you have to share a screenshot. Share a screen also. Okay. Right now I am okay with the screenshot. Send the screenshot, but also download the visor and show me your phone. I want to see your phone, the connectivity, and I want to see your network here. I have to see everything before we see what is the problem. Do it now, and then we'll see. Okay, let's go to positioning. I'll come back to you in 10 minutes, Sonu Singh. Let me complete positioning, then I'll see what is the problem with you. Now, positioning is of 2 types. One is called the relative. If you see on the web, we also define position as a relative or absolute. So there is 2 positioning. One is relative, and another one is absolute. So either of these 2 is only allowed in the mobile. There are other like fixed and all, and those are not allowed here. So only positioning relative and absolute. Okay. So now by default, this is the relative is by default. Okay, and with the positioning we have to also define top, bottom, left and right. So these are the other things which we have to define along with the position to understand what the changes we are doing for the positioning. Right now, we have the position relative with no definition of top, bottom, left, right. So it is at their original position. Now I will show you, I will change the top, left, bottom, right for the first container and we'll see how it looks like. Okay, so here I'll go to child 2 and I'll add one more custom style sheet. I can create a new custom style sheet here in this styles, or I can directly also write custom style sheet in the curly bracket here. Okay, so either of the two we can do. So maybe I can say top equal to 10. So if I do top equal to 10, you will see the child 2 is moved 10, about 10 pixel, it's not pixel, 10 units down. Whereas child 1 and child 3 are at their own place. Only the child 2 has moved the position top 10. If I make it top 100, so you will see it's going in the background. So you will see that let's make it 20. Okay, let's do the refresh. Yeah, so it is behind this blue one. So let's make it 40. So you will see child 1 and child 2 are at their own place, but child 2 has moved 40 units down. Okay, so whatever units I will give you, other two will not be affected. They are at their own position. Only the child where I gave the changes, it is getting affected. Let's keep the left of 10. So it goes left of 10. Let's keep the right of 20. So it's not clear here, but it has moved the right of 20. If I remove this, you will see clearly what's happening. Let's give the bottom of 20. So either you give top and bottom, so it doesn't, you don't see the much changes. You have to remove and give one. So if I give bottom, so it has from bottom it has moved to top 20 units up. Okay, so both doesn't work together clearly in the top bottom, because one will go try to move it down, another one up, so it remains mostly in the same position. So this is about the relative, in the relative how the elements work. Let's try to make it another one, position absolute. So this position absolute we have to give to the parent. Okay, let's give the position absolute parent. By default it was a relative. I'll give absolute. So I will delete the second one. Okay, let's create the parent 2 for the bottom one, so you can see. Top one I will not give the absolute. Okay. Since both are there, so this is really getting mixed up. Okay, so let's only work for one thing. Let's don't work together for the things. Let's remove the 2. Okay, so when I give the absolute position, all will stick to 1 second. Okay, let's not give the position absolute to the top one. I won't be able to explain this one with top one. Let me revert all the things. Okay, parent should be fine. I cannot give the position absolute to the parent. Okay, so let me not give the position absolute to the parent. Let's give the position to, because to see the effect, on the parent, we don't see the effect which I am trying to explain. So let's try to give the position absolute to this child 1. Okay, let's give separately to this one, bottom one. One second, let me revert the things. Since we are giving here top to this one, so let's apply to the child one. Okay, we're not applying to parent one, because parent is also child of someone. So for that, we will not see the real effect. Now in this case, for the child 2, I will give the position of absolute. So when I give the position of absolute, you will see this child 2 is moved on the left side at the top of the parent. Okay, because parent is relative and this child 2. And once child 2 has moved, you will see the blue part also moved up. Whereas here, as soon as I give the some changes, blue remains at the same position. But in this case, blue has moved to the top and it is taking the space of the child 2. Okay, whereas in this relative case, blue is at its own place. But here, since I give the child 2 the position of absolute, it has moved to the left and to the top. Now we have to adjust this child 2 anywhere, wherever we want to. For example, let's say if I want to move to the right side, here right side. So what I will say, right equal to 0. When I say right 0, the child 2 will move on the right side. If I want to move to the bottom right, so I have to give the bottom property of 0. Bottom 0. So when I say bottom 0, the child 2 has moved here. Whereas child 1, child 2 is at their own place and child 3 is moved up. Here it's not moved up because it is position relative. In this case of position absolute, I give to child 2 only. So this child 2 is removed from this space and child 3 has moved upward. Okay, because absolute is only applied to child 2. These two are at their own relative positions. Now if I give right equal to 0, then what will happen? This will stretch to the front. It will take the whole space. So if I say left equal to 0, if I say left equal to 0, so left also is equal to 0, right equal to 0. So it is stretching the whole width. If I say top also equal to 0, then it will take the top also. So it is taking full space. So generally when you give the position absolute, either you give right bottom or you give the left bottom or left top. Generally you take only 2. You don't want to stretch the whole thing with that. Let's say if you want to show some element on the right side, some icon on the right side. So just you say right equal to 0, it will go to right side. Or maybe you can say right equal to 10, so it will be some space on the right side. And top also 10. So it will take top space also here. Okay, let's give this one. Okay, so it is moving here. So some item we have to align to the right side at the top side, so we use the position absolute. And position relative, generally we don't use to arrange the things kind of thing, but to understand, I moved this second child top 10. So it is moved little bit downward with the blue, and this child 1 remains at the same position. Here child 1 and child 2, child 1 and child 3 are in, child 1 is at the same position, but child 3 has moved up because child 2 becomes absolute. When you make child 2 absolute, then child 3 don't know anything about child 2. It moves upward. Okay, so summarize the things kind of thing here. With absolute, you either give top with left or right, or bottom with left or right. Okay, generally we don't give all the 4 properties because if I want to take the whole space, I can give the flex equal to 1, but that's not the purpose. I want to show some icon on the right side, so this position absolute makes sense. Any questions on positioning? Is it clear positioning? Generally, we don't use the relative also, because relative is by default, and changing the top, bottom, left, right on the relative doesn't make any sense. We practically we use position only in the absolute case and either of these two conditions. Okay, so I will be asking more questions tomorrow on this positioning also, flex direction, box modeling. You can go over it and try to learn it so you can answer my exercise questions. Okay, so here are the two things. Let me commit the things and then I will see what problems you are getting. So let me git status, git add, git commit. So once I do git push, I can create a merge request. I will create the merge request here. I'll create the merge request. And what are the changes? We have changes in project 4 and 5, and I created a new file. Let's merge it. Okay, so it is merged. Now we don't have any more merge request, and in the main we have all the and you know, I see a lot of these branches are still open. Okay, so maybe we have to delete all the branches which are not used. Okay, so let's see what Sonu is getting. So have you installed the Visor, Sonu? Have you installed this one? Where are your screenshot? Have you sent in Telegram or where? Let me first see the screenshot.
Okay.
Just send me in Telegram your screenshot. Where are you sending me? Any other problem? Anyone having any other
On
issue?
Telegram.
Telegram, have you sent it?
No, sir. I am.
Any other issue? Anyone having? Okay, so you install this Visor, right?
Visor
Are you
not
connected?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Unable
just
to
send me
connect.
the screenshot of first. Send me the screenshot of the Wi-Fi network in your phone and in your computer. I don't need the screenshot of your Visor.
Wi-Fi network. That means speed.
Yeah, so there's a Wi-Fi network, right, on your computer and in your phone. Just share me the screenshot of those two. Which network you're connected? Which Wi-Fi network you're connected?
I connect the same network using
Yeah, I
Jio
want to see the
mobile
screenshot
network,
of
mobile
both.
device.
I want to see the
Sir,
screenshot of both. In the computer also, you just take the screenshot of Wi-Fi network. In phone also, you take the screenshot of Wi-Fi network. First, let me confirm if both are same, because many times people say it's same and it's not same. I want to confirm.
And what we using like Wi-Fi network?
Yeah. First
Can I
share
share my screen?
yeah, share your screen.
Oh,
Let me give you the
yes, sir. Can you
okay.
see my
In the bottom one, show me your network name.
this one,
So
sir,
you
connected?
connected to 854318 on
Yes,
the
five.
mobile. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
show me on your mobile? Take a screenshot of your mobile. Do you know how to take the screenshot in your mobile?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so open the Wi-Fi control panel in your mobile and show me the
Mm.
next time you connect this visor with your phone so I can see your phone also. Here I cannot see. You have to connect to your phone.
Okay, sir.
Are you taking screenshot?
Yes, I'm sharing.
Yeah, send it in Telegram.
Which one, sir?
Yeah, see your Wi-Fi is not enabled even.
Wi-Fi, sir. I'm using hotspot.
You have to use Wi-Fi in your computer. This hotspot will not work. I already told you. Your phone and your computer should be on the same Wi-Fi. You have Wi-Fi at home?
No, sir. I'm using mobile
So,
hotspot.
so why you don't you install Wi-Fi in your home?
Sir, I'm living in a village area. That's why Wi-Fi is
Yeah.
not available.
So Expo Go will not work. No, I already told you that Expo Go will work if you are both in the same Wi-Fi. If you're
Mm.
not in the same Wi-Fi, then it will not work.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You getting me? I just already told everyone that you should be in the both same Wi-Fi. Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can you can have two phones. One will share the mobile hotspot to your computer also, and to your another phone also. So both should have the same Wi-Fi.
Okay, sir. I will arrange today.
Yeah. Otherwise, arrange new phone. Someone phone your parents or brother sister phone. Then what you go do hotspot in from one phone, and in two other places there should be Wi-Fi connected to the same hotspot. You
Okay, sir.
getting me? Yeah. So then it will
Yes,
work.
yes, sir.
Otherwise,
Yes.
it will not work. And this is the most easiest. Expo Go is the most easiest thing to do. Otherwise, other things are very difficult to set up. Okay, so tomorrow
Okay, sir.
what we will do, we will
Mm.
go through exercises and I will ask you questions on box modeling, flex layout, and this one, positioning. And we will also start the state and props, which is the part of the React, but we will do in the React Native so that who are not clear on those concepts, we'll clear on those concepts. So Nitesh, you have to connect to the same Wi-Fi. Is it in the same Wi-Fi or no? Can you share the screenshot of both? Wi-Fi on the computer and Wi-Fi on the mobile.
Using USB or
Yeah, no,
not?
Nitesh, he's sending some error, right?
Right.
So just my working fine. Okay, it's working fine. Then what is the problem? Nothing? No issue? Just for Sonu, okay. What he's saying, run Expo on Android device via USB. Okay. I don't know what it's saying. Okay, just be in the same Wi-Fi, it will work fine. Any other question for today? No questions?